God.
Recording in progress, so we're getting
Right.
ready to go. Sandy, this is
Yeah.
Bruce's thing for I gotta have to go run turn the TV down because he was supposed to and he didn't. But this is Bruce's thing for Redneck Reckoning. But would you do us a favor and introduce yourself again? Because we've been gaining new people all the time, and introduce yourself and just tell us where you're from. You don't have to tell us where you go to school or anything like that, but because you're not a native North Dakotan, and I'm gonna go turn down the TV.
Uh, all right, my name's Sandy. It's what everyone calls me. I grew up in Pennsylvania, about middle Pennsylvania. I grew up on a dairy farm, so know a little bit about hard work, and I'm a wrestler, of course, and that's how I know Bruce and met Bruce, and here we are now.
Dairy farm's not easy.
Nope.
That's a huge commitment, darling. And I do have to say I appreciate the fact that because I drink a lot of milk. I drink a lot of wine, but you're not involved with grapes. So
All right.
baby,
Hey,
hey, tell
show starts. Show
show
starting.
starting, you go.
Show starting. This is Redneck Reckoning with my wife. Actually, she is my wife, Kit, and she is known as Pitbull Politics.
30 years I've been with you.
You have been Pitbull Politics for 30 years, but
No, but I've been with you for over 30.
but and we
Get
have
the medals out,
Sandy.
baby.
Yes, we have Sandy, also known as Young Buck, because
That's right.
some of the women think that he is just a young buck, and that's cool. But what are we gonna do? All right, today well, first of all, I'm gonna start off by talking about last week. Remember education and where we are in education. And I just had a perfect example of what the hell's happening here. All right. I go to a kid in that works in a health department, actually, Essentia office. And I'm going to sit there and I'm going to try to buy 4 days worth of workout because they also had a gym there. $7 a day. He knew that it was $20. I gave him a 50. And he looked at it and said, and you could just see in his eyes, what the heck was that going to be for change? And it's like going, all I thought kept thinking is like, it's obviously 22. Come on, just give me 22. He had to use a computer.
I'm mathematically impaired and I can do that.
I mean, it's just like going, that is what's happened with education. And basically, I think we both all three of us agree that they're just not they're more interested in getting kids through education and getting the money that they can from it rather than teaching the kids some things that they had to know.
But it ties in with what we're going to talk about today
Exactly where the segue was going to be.
because a lot of people do AI.
Like I said, the segue is, where are we going to be? What are we going to do? Want to sit there and have a chip in your back of your head or your wrist or something and tells you what 28 subtract or 50 subtract 28 is going to be? That's where we're going to be if we don't sit there and I think that's a possible problem with us. So that's what we're going to talk about today, AI. And I am going to be the
He thinks that
uh,
he's not.
well, I'm going to sit there and kind of be the bad guy because
No, you're going to be the
the
moderator.
moderator, I'll be the moderator because today I'm going to sit there and our subject is the difference between ages. Are you and Kit going to be alike? Are you going to agree with lots of things,
Well,
stuff like that? And I know you, Sandy, want to say we'll make sure we get time because you have a scary thing about AI. And I should we go with that, Kit?
I'm going to start by asking a question.
Start with a
I'm going to
question.
start with the question.
All
Do
right.
you believe AI itself is predominantly good or predominantly evil? And do you think it will be used appropriately?
And why?
Uh, I'd say like AI in general, if you look at what it is and like the overall thing in general, I'd say honestly like the concept is pretty good. Like it's honestly like a cool thing and it's a good idea. but it scares the living shit out of me. So that's another thing. And I'd say it's probably not going to be used right. I mean, we're humans. We use everything the wrong way. There's always people out there who are just gonna, do bad things because that's just who they are. And that's always happened with everything in our whole history.
Thank you very much.
That's so funny. Kitty, go ahead. So you got the same
We
thing.
agree. Bruce and I were discussing this before we started recording, and I said, okay, so here's the problem, human nature.
Mhm.
There's been so many things that have been devised for the good of mankind. And as I look back, not just over my lifetime, but through history, the odds on them being used for something good, not so great a track record. They've been consistently more often used for bad things than they have been for good. And this includes wonderful things like medical vaccinations. I mean, just across the board, things that could be used to save lives, to make lives easier, have been consistently used to do the exact opposite.
Poison.
And
Mhm.
AI scares, to use your words, the shit out of me.
And let's just stop with the first one. Nobel Peace Prize winner or the original guy, dynamite.
Dynamite, TNT.
TNT. That was supposed to be the greatest thing in the world because look at all because they always had trouble getting coal out of places. Oh my God, that was going to make everything so much better.
Railroads through mountains.
Everything with TNT was going to be so important. How many people has it killed?
Plastic explosives. I mean, it's devolved. And so therefore you will have to forgive me if I, as an old fart, take a look at history and go, when everyone tries to tell me all of the sparkling puppy dogs and unicorns that AI is going to produce, I go, yeah, I'm going to reserve judgment a lot more than you are.
Mhm.
All right. I'm kind of curious. We're going to start. You're a college kid. One of my first questions. Do you think that AI is being used to cheat in college courses and stuff? Do you think it's okay that you can ask your Alexa to tell you what this is rather than studying and learning how it's like
Doing research.
research?
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Just you don't even know how to look up something.
I'd say, yeah, it's definitely being used to cheat. I know even like some of my buddies gotten caught. And
Oh,
but like I'd say like with you, like it could be used in the right way with schooling because like say you don't understand a concept or something, you could kind of like ask the chat or like the AI to explain it to you, and it could kind of like explain the concept to you and man another way that a person didn't explain it to you, and then it could kind of help you understand. I mean, it could be helpful like that, but if you're just using it to cheat, then yeah, I mean, that's not going to help you at all much.
I agree that if it just is if it's just giving you the answer, it's
Yeah.
not it's not the solution. But if it's telling you how to use it and how to reason and how to think about it, deduce it, it makes sense. It's something I could live with.
So Axios co-founder Mike Allen posed a question to Altman, who's OpenAI's creator and everything else. And he said, AI will transform every aspect of our lives. Why should people trust you to be at the forefront of it? And he said, basically, we will spend more time with other people. People will remain the most important part of our lives. The society may change in a lot of ways. What it means to be a person, what it means to have a fulfilling life, how we choose to spend our time, what we really want, will have more flexibility and more ability to achieve. Now, that's the selling phrase I've been hearing consistently, Sandy. And basically, it sounds good, doesn't it? Sounds pretty freaking good. I mean, I'm going to be freed up. I'm going to be able to spend more time with other people. God, we want higher connections with people. We want more time to spend in nature. Do what makes us happy. I think we'll have that. But here we go. And this is where it gets interesting. And that is where he says it's going to change what it means to be a person.
What does that mean?
Exactly. So he leads with the carrot, and then buried deep in his statement, he says it's going to completely change what we see today as being a person. So, which basically what I'm asking you is, which one of those phrases do you believe more? And do you find it as concerning as I am that the guy who's loading up everybody for Chat GPT says basically it isn't going to change humanity, it's going to be all for the better, but it's going to change what it means to be a person, which to me says it's going to change humanity.
Yeah. I mean, he's saying it's going to connect us more to nature and people, and I just don't think that it's I think it's the exact opposite of that because people are just going to be more connected to their phones and then like you said, like maybe one day they're going to try and integrate it with us and then we become whatever that even is. And his definitely what he was meaning was his last statement. He said, I mean, those guys love to just BS you and then tell you how it is at the end, or just little nitbits here and there.
Well, there's a major guy already out that his vision of the future is we'll all be wearing body cams. We'll all be wearing cameras to record every word we say, everything we do, every breath we take. And if you think that's impossible, people, allow me to assure you, do you happen to have one of those wonderful, I don't even know what they're called, but there's a ring that you wear, or there's a
Mm.
watch that you wear, Apple Watch does it, that records your heartbeat, your sleep patterns, all of these fun things that you do and uploads them to the cloud, right?
Yeah, well, one of my buddies actually has one of those Aura rings, they're called.
Yes, thank you very much, sweetheart. It literally, quite frankly, and I'm gonna gross people out, it records when you take a shit. The damn thing does, it records every body function, it records every sleep. Now, how is that different from when people say they're not going to put body cams on us, and I look at them and I go, they already have.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could even say like your cell phone even could be a body cam because everyone carries that thing everywhere nowadays. Or like your car, the technology in cars nowadays, you can track it wherever it goes, and most most people have dash cams now too. So,
All of that's AI.
yep,
All of that's why they need all of these huge data centers. And they're gonna suck electricity and water. This is why they need it.
Okay. One thing right now before I forget about it, can you tell me the story that's going to scare the shit out of me?
all right, yeah.
All right, I got to hear this because I don't get I'm not a kind of a
We've
wimpy
seen a
guy.
lot, honey.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to tell. Now this
We've
better be
seen a
good.
lot.
This better be good. Dare
Well,
me.
okay, so do you know what like Reddit is or like Twitter?
Yes,
Yes.
Okay.
I do.
I know what
I
it
do.
is. I heard it. Okay, I heard of it before.
So
Don't,
there's
don't let him snowball you. I know what it is.
Thanks,
so
dude.
I'll tell him later, but it's okay. You go.
Um, so there's this app and it's called Malt Viewer, and it's basically Reddit, but it's for AIs, and they go in there and they talk to each other on there and they post their own shit and stuff. So like they're basically talking to each other without humans, and it's just straight AIs talking to one another. And they have their own social media platform now that they're literally communicating on.
And they're learning.
Yeah. I
They're
mean, if
learning.
that doesn't scare you, I don't know what will. Because I mean, if they're talking to each other now, what's next?
They're thinking independently. There was a guy that was working on AI, and he found a glitch in the system, and he went out to shut it down, and the system wouldn't let him
I heard that
Mm.
one. I heard that
because
one.
the system chose preservation above all.
Wow.
That will be a problem with AI. Is how are we going to regulate it? Now, that's what I'm sitting there, and the thing is, it does sound like there's some good possibilities for it that could be helpful, but right now I see too many negatives eh, to be for it to be something that's successful.
I see
Well,
too many people that are only looking at it as a tool to use money, not help humanity. There's a difference. And I'm not against anybody who knows me knows I'm not against someone making a profit. Nobody I know goes into business to break even. If you do, come see me. We'll have a chat. But at what point do you put money before humanity? And we seem to have lost that dividing line today.
Yeah, I think we lost that a long time ago.
ah,
Which is
how long ago? You're a young kid. How long ago do you think the world started to go to shit? Or was it always?
probably since the beginning of time. I don't know. We
Okay.
just don't know enough information about like how America was back then, you know?
I think it goes in phases. I think
Mm.
because if you watch history, there's waves, and we push it to the brink every time. And then so far, God willing, we've been able to grasp it back from the jaws of destruction and start over. And we start over at a really good place, saying, and I will quote, "This will never happen again."
Yes.
And then we go.
Uh,
And that's the problem is we don't seem capable of remembering or learning from our own mistakes, and our hubris as man makes us think that we're capable of surviving anything, and we're not. The least thing that we're capable of surviving is ourselves.
seems to be. Another question for you guys. Okay. Is AI worth the price? I mean, seriously, you do get some benefits from it.
Absolutely.
No, but obviously the companies are a little sketchy on who pays for it because guess what? There's always going to be the federal subsidies and this that way and the pilots and all this stuff. And of course, that's us. What have you heard and tell me about any of the outrageous prices of these data centers? Because I mean, they talk about. I know I listened to a couple radio stations that support it, and they talk about how wonderful it is and how many people it's going to employ. And that's a scary thought because you look at the number. I mean, right now you just talked about AI talking between itself. So how many employees they gonna need? Is it worth the price? Is it worth the hundred? Well, what is it? A half $1 trillion for that new place in Texas? It's like a half a trillion dollars. That's that's a lots of money.
And it's a lots of land that it takes up.
Yes, it's like this is crazy. What are you thinking about that for prices? And Kitty, you have some prices,
Oh, I
right?
have prices. I got prices.
Okay.
I mean, well, how
Where
much did you say that new one being built right outside of Fargo was gonna cost?
oh, that one. What was that one?
Oh, hang tight.
Oh, what I guess I didn't say that one. I said the one outside of in the panhandle of Texas is a half $1 trillion. And it's gonna be like 5 miles that you're gonna have that's gonna be
5 square
five
miles.
squares.
So if you drive 5 square miles and you turn and you do another corner,
You
you're
more
and go 5 more miles, it's an exact square of 5 square miles.
Wow.
That's how much. And I know the one that they have in Harwood, which is next to Fargo. They sit there and that one is supposed to say, I can't believe it, but it's like after it's built and done and set up, it's like 10 to 12. What was it? People, employees,
Maybe,
all it
maybe.
was. It's like going, what is how can we sit there and spend a half $1 billion and call it economic development when only 12 people are
Blythe
employed?
Bill is developing a 3 billion artificial Intelligence Data Center campus, known as Polaris Forge near Harwood, North Dakota.
Right.
The project has secured over 2.15 billion in funding as of March 2026. Features a 280 megawatt, 160-acre facility with a 15-year, 5 billion revenue lease signed with a major hyperscaler.
Wow.
And that's a little one. That's considered like my little fingernail.
And that's gonna be and that's gonna employ after it's done built. Of course, there's gonna be some money that people are gonna make by building it,
Not us.
but 12 employees?
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
gonna be economic development.
Because everything's going to be taken over by AI.
yep.
It's it's gonna be. I don't know. I
Oh, to
How
me, the
worried? How worried are you? You're going to have. I know you like to weld and stuff, but how worried are you? Not just for your job, but for your potential wife's job, for other people in your generations to
yeah,
have a job in the future
yeah,
that's not going to be taken.
yeah. I'm pretty like we've even like discussed this. See, some of my buddies and I one day because like one of them wants to be like a financial advisor, and basically
Good luck.
that's all AI could do that job for
It's
you.
on
And
my
it's like,
list. It's on
yeah,
my list.
we got a
it-
list.
I got it on my list.
Yeah, go ahead, but keep going.
but it's scary to see like how many jobs could basically just vanish, and it's just like
Oh,
as people, what are we gonna do then? Because that's literally
oh.
like what like
Thank
that's
you.
But no, as people, we're gonna be able to sit around and we're gonna be able to sing Kumbaya, and they're gonna feed us,
First,
filet mignon and everything. I mean, everything. It's like going, what are we gonna do? What will we be able to do? Because guess what? Right now, robots cannot weld a piece of iron like you can. But I tell
yet.
you what, yet exactly. I mean, because they do actually. Well, how many welders are employed in Ford company?
Okay,
When it used to
Detroit.
be so many more people employed because
yeah.
right now they have basically robots doing it, and once AI starts doing the intellectual things and telling these robots how to do things, it's less and less people. Are Do you feel seriously secure about it?
Secure.
Secure. Thank you for that
You're
word.
welcome, honey.
That
It's my job.
that our friends, the elites, are gonna put up with us being useless eaters much longer.
No, honest, I don't see where society could even go. Like if the way they talk about AI and if it like really happens, and they say like what there's just gonna be like the government's gonna be handing out like a certain salary for everyone, and we're all gonna.
Just for
It's
free.
just like money would just like wouldn't even become a factor anymore if you couldn't work or do anything, and the AI just took over. We'd basically be worthless
We're
to
gonna
them.
It would be. You'd be
we're gonna
worthless.
explain something.
Okay.
Governments don't hand out money, taxpayers do. Taxpayers do that by working.
Yep.
Yep.
So I'm gonna read you some statistics. AI is saving companies up to an entire hour a day, and 80% of companies are not using it yet.
Hmm.
Within 50 to 55% of US jobs are going to be reshaped in the next 2 to 3 years.
That's quick.
See, remember something. It's called verbiage because reshaped sounds so much less threatening than gone, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so just so you know,
Fired. You're fired.
jobs gone by 2030 due to AI, and this is just a
Uh-oh.
partial list. Data entry, telemarketer, receptionist, customer service, accounting assistant, retail cashier, truck and taxi driver,
Mm.
because they're going to be being done by non-person pilots, proofreader. Oh, and by the way, tell your financial advisor friend, he might want to think plan B. It's also on the list.
I know. Oh, by the way, they didn't have it there. They did have it down the road. Actors and actresses. How about
Yeah.
that, Hollywood? Don't forget, you guys.
Val Kilmer is going to be in a brand new movie. He's dead. They're regenerating him via EI to play an entire part in a movie.
This is not cool.
Wow.
This is not cool.
WEF, the World Economic Forum, one of my personal favorites.
Oh, yeah.
80 million jobs will be gone by 2025. Where are we? We're in 2026.
So we already lost $80 million. We're 80 million jobs worldwide. Yes, we
Oh,
have.
but allow me to continue.
Because guess what? We haven't lost a lot to that many here. China has
Because
lost a lot.
because you're a welder. MIT and Boston U, AI will replace up to 2 million manufacturing jobs by 2025. Where are we?
We're already there.
2026. Now, other one. By 2030, just so we can have something to look forward to, 14% of employers globally, of employees globally, will be forced to change careers.
To what?
They didn't say.
To unemployment? I mean, this is an interesting thing.
If Bruce and I are old farts, I mean, we're gonna.
Speak for yourself.
Okay, I love it. Okay, I'm an old fart. Bruce is a young stud. We're working on this one, but
With you, Sandy.
but all I'm saying is, sweetheart, you got your entire life ahead of you. What the hell are you guys?
Yeah, I don't know. That's scary to even think about.
It is scary. Now, I tell you what. Now, I listen to lots of conservative radio shows, and they're thinking that we are just delusional and making something out of nothing.
Tinfoil hatters.
We are tinfoil, right.
Yeah.
I mean, do you feel okay? Do you feel good about this in any
No.
situation? I mean, like I say, there's how I guess I mean I'm going to ask because do you have any visions on how AI can be controlled? I mean, because the politicians here, look what they did in like Harwood, that's Fargo, North Dakota. They just
Non-disclosure agreements.
ran people over, didn't listen to anybody. It's like, I want to know, is there any hope out there? Kid? Sandy?
Nope. Sandy, you go first, because a lot of my positivity has been sucked right out of me.
Yes.
I want to say yeah, because I mean, it's my
Give me the best
future.
scenario you can give me. Get.
I mean, it's my future, and I hope it all works out the best way. I mean, I can only hope. But I mean, the way things are going and shaping up, it doesn't look good. I'll put it that way.
The problem I have is that a lot of young people your age say, AI is awesome. It's amazing. We couldn't live without it. And people like you say, you maybe only use it once or twice a week, okay? Because that's what you said last time, I believe.
Yeah.
Do you play video games at all?
No.
Okay. Do you know friends who do?
Yeah, one of my roommates does a lot.
Which one?
Mikey.
Okay.
How many hours might you say that just given a day?
Like 1 to 2 probably, maybe 3.
Okay.
It ain't that bad.
But you know that in general, online gaming is a pretty big deal, right?
Yeah.
Right now, it's currently one of the major uses of AI.
Really?
That's what they want.
So when kids are telling you they're not using AI, ask them in your circle, because I'd like to talk to you later about this when we come back again, how many hours they spend a week gaming because they're using AI.
Mm.
And it's really scary because I don't know how many other people have no life like I do. But
Thanks, buddy.
well, you're just a side note. Here's the thing. If you watch TV at all, you'll notice a lot of the gambling ads
Hmm.
that are literally right now. You can bet on whether or not it'll rain on Tuesday. You can.
Oh, it's crazy.
I'm not kidding. It's no
crazy stuff.
sports betting anymore.
No, it's
You
everything.
can literally, you can literally bet on if it'll rain on Tuesday. Now,
yeah.
here's the thing I want you to understand. AI and gambling is quickly becoming the ace up the sleeve for casinos, sport books, and iGaming platforms. From predictive analytics in casinos that enable smarter decision making to AI-based player engagement tools offering personalized gaming operations. AI in gambling is revolutionizing every facet of the industry. In other words, they've figured out an algorithm to make sure you win just enough to keep you coming back so the house keeps winning, and you
Wow.
lose just enough so everybody at the house ends happy. It optimizes internal processes, compliance efforts, and profitability across the gambling ecosystem. Sweetheart, I spent 10 years working for the Minnesota State Lottery. It's rigged. The house doesn't lose. And all of these gambling ads and stuff that you're seeing on TV and all your
Oh my
friends are
God, they're
seeing,
big.
the house doesn't lose. And all of that's being generated by AI, and it's being personalized to each and every individual one of you by an algorithm.
Wow, that's actually crazy. I didn't even know that.
Yes, AI does everything, and they're gonna sit there and they're gonna know exactly how you feel when you're gonna sit there and how to make you bet one more time. That's they know because it's
Yeah.
statistically what's gonna happen. Hey, we're gonna get back to the questions, and here's one that uh is AI worth the cost? Because wow, what does it use a lot of? One, electricity, scary amounts of electricity, water, and believe me, because you look at even North Dakota aquifers, we lost 12 feet in the last 5 years, and that's like seriously crap. And that has other reasons. We'll get back to them later as farming and all kinds of stuff. But they're going to sit there and they're going to use lots of water, the land, and the privacy. Is what is AI worth in your opinion? I mean, do you think that we should be?
Worried about the environmental impact because they keep telling us we got nothing to worry about.
But and yeah, exactly, and electricity. That's one. You know who, when there's a storm or something's a little, we don't have enough fuel, who are they going to supply first? Are they going to supply Bruce and Kit, or are they going to supply Harwood's electrical AI plant? That's
Mm.
what's, I mean, what do you think about that one? It's just, and water's even worse, scary as hell.
I've
Yeah.
got a thing on that when he's done.
On the water, go. What do you, I mean,
Yeah.
that's,
I mean, the cost just doesn't seem to be worth it. I mean, especially like the water thing you're talking about. I've seen like a lot of problems with that. And like
oh,
I
yeah.
saw I saw one thing that China was doing, actually, that was actually pretty smart, was they're putting the things underwater instead of above ground. So they're putting the AI data centers in the ocean so like it could naturally cool itself.
Okay, so then the
But the salt water will destroy. They have to still have. They still have to have
fresh water.
fresh water because salt water will destroy all the tech.
Really?
But then
Yeah,
yes, and
trust me.
also the minerals and and all kinds of the poisons are going right into the ocean. They don't even sit there. So that's one thing they don't tell you.
You ready?
Yes.
A woman who lives 1.6 miles from a mega data center in Wisconsin says her water system has been completely destroyed. There's a discharge that turns the entire river white like milk. She's paid for testing and found extremely high heavy metal
Heavy metal.
levels. I live in a horse farm and I'm an educator. I for almost 50 years, a natural creek has flowed through my property. It's 20 feet wide up to 4 feet deep. It's persisted through drought, flood, seasonal change. It's part of a connected system. Groundwater tributaries, watersheds, aquifers, ultimately flowing into Beaver Dam until construction began upstream on a data center. After construction started, all that changed. Here in Beaver Dam, the creek began to stop flowing entirely without rainfall, would abruptly return in a cloudy and opaque milk, and with enough force to cause drastic erosion and damage. Water testing on my property shows elevated strontium, a very dangerous metal, and other indicators consistent with deep groundwater influence.
So that's when
Wow.
China's going right into the ocean. So that isn't good.
Are they going into the ocean though
Where
to solve the problem or to hide it?
yes, to hide it. I mean, obviously. So that's why I'm sitting there saying China isn't doing anybody any favors.
China wouldn't help anybody if it didn't help China.
Man,
I'm sorry. I'm not talking about the Chinese people.
I know.
I'm talking about the Chinese government that, just like Iran, they don't give a crap about their people. China doesn't give a shit about their people. Pardon me, but off chance. I'm just heading there, but
do our politicians?
yeah, that's funny.
Okay.
That's funny.
But and electricity is a big one. Water, very scary. And here, the one that I kind of interested about is privacy too, because do you really want somebody to look up and know everything about you? When,
already
like
do.
Kitty says, when you want to take a poo, when you do this, when we do this, and that's like going. It's going to be an interesting because they will be watching you. And oh, by the way, I got to ask you the question. Have you read any of 1984 A Brave New World? Speaking of exactly AI.
Did you take them for them?
Yes, he
Okay.
got him.
I just wanted
Did
to
you
make
watch
sure.
any yet?
He doesn't watch it. He
Oh,
reads
read
it.
it.
No, I didn't read it yet. I was gonna start it today, actually, but
Okay, but you'll be interested. Then we're gonna come back leading off next podcast with
You
what do you
can't
think?
you're talking to
Because
two teachers, can
because
you?
yes, because this is AI at
Assignment.
the max. It is. You'll find out that, and that's one thing. I could go back to education again, which we did last week. How we are teaching our kids shit.
Well, here's the other problem. We have our government working against us. North Dakota utility regulators have advanced the power project for the Harwood data center.
Oh God.
The $110 million project will add a substation near Applied Digital Data. The 345 kilowatt power line, 1.74 miles long. Now imagine that. A 345 kilowatt power line, only 1.74 miles long, sweetheart, will connect to existing power lines southwest of the substation. Now, it tells us all the data center will need up to 280 megawatts of power at peak demand. Now, they want us all to feel all huggy and warm because Applied Digital is going to pay for this little substation, right? But here's the problem. There's only so much energy that can be produced. There's only so much that can be sent across the wires, all right? So guess what's going to happen when they need energy and so do the rest of us? And they're going to remind everybody that they spent 110 million to build a substation. We didn't. Where do you think that energy is going to go, honey?
I'd say to where they want it to go, and it's not to us, because, like we said, like we're just not gonna become like the main carrier anymore. Like it's just moving in a different direction.
I'll be honest, sweetheart. I'm scared to death for people your age. I am scared to death. I mean, Bruce and I rarely say this to each other, but we are, I don't want to say thrilled, but thrilled we didn't have children. Because I'm worried enough for you, and you aren't even my child. I did not give birth to you. But, but I mean, I can't even imagine having a child today and looking at this and going, they're on their own. Screw them. I mean, I'm appalled. I'm appalled at the world we're handing you. I just
What can you do?
don't know. I'm going to cry in a minute because, sweetheart, I don't know what to do. And I know you don't know what to do, but my God, we are handing you such a basket of shit and asking you to make it into rainbows and unicorns, darling. And I have to tell you up front, I apologize. I'm so sorry.
Well, one thing,
I'm
it's
so
not,
sorry,
it's
Sandy.
not, it's not, it's not us.
It's not done yet,
Yeah,
but we need more than those of us who are older than God to fight.
I gotta, well, my wife is right about that and she does feel bad about it.
I genuinely do.
Okay, getting what can you do? Well, one of the things I'm going to sit there and say, probably what we need is a lot more of STPs. Do you know what an STP is?
No, I don't.
Same 10 people
Same 10 people.
to keep showing up at
Same
meetings,
10 people that are pissed
Mm.
off.
but we need
And
more than
and
10.
and same 10 people. And that's supposed to be derogatory.
Oh,
Me and
yeah.
Kitty are the same 10 people. We're going to sit there and fight this. We're going to sit there and say, piss off.
But we need
And
people
we
like
need,
you.
yes, but the same 10 people got to be same 10,000 people, got to be the same 10 million people. That's what we have to become. We can't sit there. We're not going to win this with the same STP, same 10 people. We have to sit there and we have to electrify people. We have to sit there and say, hey, this ain't going to work. We do not need the elites, the special people to know when and how many poos we had last week. That's one thing we have to do. So that's why I appreciate you as a young man, but you have to start recruiting. Everybody's got to have to start recruiting more people and get more people that are pissed off and understand it. You have to sit there and when are we going to start doing this?
We got the STP actually from an Applied Digital Investors transcript. And that's exactly how they refer to us. And they actually said, as soon as we get enough money to where they're satisfied, we'll get rid of the STPs, the same 10 people. They have no concept that there's something worth more than money. And I don't know, from looking at online videos and everything else, I'm not sure how many young people do either, Sandy. What do you think? Because I'll be honest, I look at I look at all the people who will pay hundreds of dollars for a purse or a pair of jeans or whatever. They're freaking nuts as far as I'm concerned. But you look at the woman who didn't want a wedding ring because she'd rather have a house. So I'm apparently not correct. But what I'm trying to say is we have turned into such a commercial society. Is there hope, honey?
Yeah, I mean, like even like just people will spend so much money now just to have like that status. Like they always need that new car and stuff, and it doesn't. I don't understand that because that's not how I am or live my life, and I don't know. It's not. But there's so many young kids who just don't care anymore, and they just spend all their money, and I don't know.
What do you think we can do to reach them? Because, okay,
What if
obviously nobody in middle school is going to be surfing my Facebook page. First of all, they're all out on Instagram and everything else because I'm dead, but that's fine. But what I'm referring to is how do we reconnect? Because we've got so many, we have really good teachers, but we have so many others
Mm.
who are doing the exact opposite and are feeding into this garbage that is going to literally have people voting, promoting, and accepting their own demise, darling. And I don't know how to stop it.
I don't know, I'd just say like keep talking. Like even like me right now, like the last year, like how much like I've talked to people about other stuff that's like going on in like the world and like kind of like open up some other people's eyes and like they've talked to their friends and their friends are like saying the same stuff and that's kind of how it's been for me. And I think just like keep talking about it, keep bringing it up. Don't ever stop talking about it because so many people go about their lives just not caring about it. They're like, oh, there's nothing I could do. It's like, well, there is something you could do because like it's like you're the one voting, you're the one paying taxes. Like it's you and your problem. Like you gotta like understand that you gotta do something. Like it's up to you. You can't rely on others.
Yes, you are. You are vital. I mean, it's
You're the
like
future.
you are. You've got to start taking care of yourself. And I got to sit there and has one of the last questions we have for you. And the tough question is, do you think that humanity has enough intelligence to use AI as good, or is it going to be evil?
Is this just a bump in the road?
What do you think? Do you think there's okay? I'm not that optimistic. I hope you are. Do you think that we do have your generation
Can take
No,
the reins and run with it and
That-
make it good.
and say, hey, this is what's happening here. What are we gonna do about it?
I mean, I hope there's some smart kids out there who can figure
You're
out.
gonna be
Uh, I'm not the biggest like tech person, you know. So I mean, I don't know if that's my field. Me talking about it's more my field, but
that's
All
good.
right.
That's good.
That's all right.
Yep.
Here's the thing to understand. You don't have to be a you think somebody's a tech genius? Okay.
What do you point at me?
Just saying, Mr. Flip Phone over here. I'm just gonna, okay,
Oh God.
but it doesn't mean you don't care and it doesn't mean you don't have a voice.
Yeah, you're right.
AI. You're but we're about done here. What is your
Hope for the future.
feeling?
Yeah,
I
hope for the future.
the future, and what is your feelings about it in short term, short words? What do you really think about it? What is it?
Salvation or
Demise.
demise.
I think it's our demise, honestly. Like if you
Don't
look at
read 1984 and Brave New World. Oh God.
You might want to stick with Alice in Wonderland.
I
But keep going. I'm sorry for bugging you.
don't know, it's just
Stop, Sandy.
it's a scary thought to know
Yeah.
like what it could be and just like what even in the last 3 4 years what it's turned into now. It's just crazy to even think of how fast it's growing and learning, and now it's like talking with one another, and it's like, well, what's next? Because there's something big coming, you know?
When it stops someone from shutting it down so they can repair it, Houston, we have a problem.
Yep,
Has no one seen Terminator?
for real.
And I know, we shouldn't. Oh, they're gonna think we're just seeing crazy old people because we talked about a show. It's,
No, no.
it's the future, buddies. Anything else you got to add for us, Sandy?
Nope, that's everything.
Kid?
Oh, sweetheart, I'm good. But I got to tell you, Sandy, hang on for a minute, because once we get out of Facebook, I'm going to talk to you about taking care of my animals when I'm gone.
All
Oh,
right.
by the way, we're gonna have to talk about uh next show. We're probably gonna do.
Ooh, drum roll.
Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome, sweetheart. I love you. And
You know what? You know what? I'm gonna let it be a surprise. Just because. All right.
Because his wife's a bitch.
Oh, I don't say. I never say a bitch. She's a brat.
Oh yeah, you say it's a bitch. You
Not
do.
in public.
Not in public, but he does. He does. All right, everybody. God bless. This is another Redneck Reckoning, and we'll be coming back with some more on data centers, and we'll be focusing on health when Pitbull Politics takes over. Sandy, I love you. Bye bye.
Yes, thank you.